take a soft breath and ask, what message do I need most right now? When you feel ready, choose the card you're most drawn to, card 1, card 2, or card 3. And if you need a little more time, go ahead and pause the video here. If you chose card 1, your card is choice. This card shows two paths splitting inside a bold white arch, almost like reality itself is opening into two different directions. On the left side, there is a simple dark road with white dashed lines, clean and familiar, like the path that already has a pattern, a history, and a known direction. On the right side, the path is filled with neon stars in pink, yellow, and blue. It feels more magical, more alive, more charged with possibility. Around the card, the blue and pink lightning bolts make the whole image feel electric, like this is not a passive moment. This is a moment where your awareness is being asked to participate. The message of this card is that you are choosing more often than you realize. Not only through big decisions, but through what you keep accepting as true. Through what you keep rehearsing in your mind. Through what you keep expecting before anything has even happened. The two paths are not just outside options. They represent two inner positions. One path says, this is how it has always been. The other path says, I am available for something different now. This card may be showing up because part of you has already outgrown an old reality, but your attention still visits it out of habit. You may keep checking the old story, reacting to old evidence, or preparing yourself for the same outcome, even though something deeper in you knows you are not meant to keep walking that same road. Choice is asking you to become more deliberate with your inner selection. This does not mean you need to panic, rush, or make a dramatic outer move. It means you're being invited to notice the reality you're occupying internally. Are you choosing from fear, memory, and old proof? Or are you choosing from the version of you who already knows there is another way? The star-filled path is not random luck. It is the path that becomes visible when you stop identifying with the version of yourself who only expects limitation. There is a quiet power in this card. It reminds you that your awareness is not trapped. You can select again. You can stop feeding the timeline that no longer matches you. You can choose the path that feels aligned before the outer world gives you a perfect reason to believe in it. Your message is, choose from who you are now, not from what the old reality taught you to expect. If you chose card 2, your card is key. This card shows a bright pink key floating above a yellow lock with little neon rays around both of them. The key is not hidden in the distance. It is not buried, broken, or missing. It is right there, hovering above the lock as if it already belongs to it. The black background makes the pink and yellow feel even stronger, almost like the whole card is saying, the opening is closer than you think. There are also blue rays near the lock, giving the image a feeling of activation, like something is ready to click into place. This card is about access, but not the kind of access you have to fight for. The key is saying that what you want is not locked away because life is refusing you. It may only feel locked because some part of you is still standing outside of the experience, asking if you are allowed to have it. This card brings attention to the assumption you are carrying, because in this deck, the key is not effort alone. The key is the state you enter from. You may have been waiting for something to happen first so you can finally feel chosen, safe, loved, successful, clear, confident, or secure. But the key says the order may be reversed. The inner assumption unlocks the experience. The state comes first, the permission comes first, the decision that this is available to you comes first. This card may be coming through for someone who has been overcomplicating the process. You might be trying to figure out every detail, every timing, every possible obstacle, and every reason something has not happened yet. But the image is so simple. Key, lock, opening. It is reminding you that the deeper shift may be much cleaner than the mind wants to make it. You do not need to become a completely different person to access the next experience. You need to stop identifying as the one who is locked out of it. The key also suggests that something is ready, but your self-concept has to match the doorway. You cannot keep telling yourself you are separate from the thing and then wonder why it feels distant. This card asks you to gently claim connection, claim belonging, claim that the experience is not above you, beyond you, or reserved for someone else. There is a very specific feeling here. I already have the key. Not because you forced it, but because the version of you who has access already exists in awareness. The lock opens when you stop asking from the outside and start assuming from within. Your message is, the experience opens when you assume you already belong inside it. If you chose card 3, your card is Crown. This card shows a simple white figure beneath a glowing yellow crown. The figure is centered and still. They are not reaching, begging, chasing, or trying to prove anything. The crown is already above them. The image feels bold and almost ceremonial, like a reminder of inner rank, inner identity, and the place you forgot you were allowed to stand in. The crown card is not about ego. It is not about being above other people. It is about returning to your own authority. It is about remembering that you are not here to audition for your worth. You're not here to wait for circumstances to crown you after you have suffered enough, proven enough, or been perfect enough. This card says your chosen position begins within you. You may have pulled this card because there is an area of life where you have been shrinking. Maybe you have been waiting to be picked, waiting to be reassured, waiting for someone else's behavior to tell you who you get to be, waiting for proof before you allow yourself to feel secure. But the crown card interrupts that old pattern. It says, why are you asking the outside world to give you a position that was always yours to claim? This card carries a strong self-concept message. The crown is already there, which means your worth is not pending. Your importance is not pending. Your ability to choose a new reality is not pending. What may need to change is not your value, but your willingness to occupy it. There is also a very calm kind of power in this card. It does not feel aggressive. It feels certain. Because real authority does not need to yell. It does not need to chase evidence. It does not need to keep checking if it is still allowed to exist. It simply knows its place. This card is asking you to return to that knowing. The crown may also be pointing to a situation where you have been giving too much power away. You may have been making someone else's reaction, a delay, a result, a silence, or an old circumstance more important than your chosen identity. But this card says the moment you stop lowering yourself to match old evidence, the energy changes. You stop participating as the version of you who is waiting, and you begin showing up as the version of you who is already chosen. This is a card of remembering, not becoming worthy, remembering who you are, not earning authority, returning to it, not fighting for your place, standing in it. Your message is, stop waiting to be chosen and return to the authority you already carry.